name is Brian Mills. I'm a retired operative. My daughter was taken overseas by traffickers. The trafficker I tracked down earlier was already dead. Just like that, every lead disappeared. I didn't have time to be upset. I reached out to an old friend in Paris Internal Affairs. He told me this was a large operation, pure evil. They'd been working the red light district in Paris for years. So I went there. I kept harassing a young girl. I knew exactly what I was doing that would force them to come out. It didn't take long. A trafficker showed up. I planted a wire on him. I had someone translate his conversations with his crew, word by word, piece by piece. That's how I finally located their base. I went there immediately, went in pretending to be a customer. The place was suffocating. Women everywhere. All of them abused. I pulled back one curtain after another. Not her. Still not her. Then I saw my daughter's clothes. My heart dropped. I rushed in, knocked the man out with one punch, but the girl on the bed wasn't my daughter. She was barely conscious. The traffickers outside had already sensed something was wrong. I had no choice but to take her and run. I managed to lose them. A few hours later, the girl woke up. She told me she was a victim too. The clothes my daughter had given them to her. She told me where the traffickers' leader was. It was my last lead. I found the place, pretended to be a deputy director from Internal Affairs, demanded to see the boss. They brought me into a heavily guarded house, packed with killers. On the top floor, 5 bosses were waiting. I told them I was there to do business. They said the deal was already done. I told them they made that deal with someone else. That man had been reassigned. Now his resources belonged to me. After some back and forth, they handed over the money. Then I pulled out a piece of paper and asked the man who'd stayed silent to translate it.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I already knew. The man standing in front of me was the one who took my daughter. You don't remember me? We spoke on the phone 2 days ago. I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you. I scanned the room, locked in every position. Then I moved. It was over fast. I went upstairs to find my daughter. Instead, I found her friend. She wasn't breathing anymore. I grabbed the leader and started questioning him. At first, he was tough. But when I used my methods, fear took over. He told me everything. My daughter had been sold to an auction buyer. I ended his life with electricity. I went straight to the auction house, slipped into the most private auction room. I watched rich men bid on women, and the final item was my daughter. I put a gun to the man beside me, forced him to make the winning bid. He had no choice. The moment we walked out, I was knocked unconscious. When I woke up, my hands were cuffed. Men were staring at me. The auctioneer asked why I was there. I told him the girl was my daughter. He looked almost sympathetic, but then he said, "Once a product is sold, there are no returns." Then he ordered his men to kill me. They chose to strangle me. My vision started to fade. Just before I blacked out, I yanked on a water pipe. A loose bolt came free. The pipe crashed down on the guard in front of me. I broke free and took everyone down. In the end, I found the auctioneer. He told me my daughter was on a boat at the docks. I ended his life angry and without hesitation. I ran straight to the harbor, jumped onto the boat. I stayed hidden, used cover, took out the guards one by one. Finally, I saw my daughter. The man who bought her had a knife to her throat. I didn't hesitate. One shot. His head was gone. I finally got my daughter back. She collapsed into my arms, crying. "My sweet girl, Daddy's here."